Tell you something else. There's a lot to be said for making people laugh. Did you know that's all some people have? It isn't much, but it's better than nothing in this cockeyed caravan.
Okay, let's start another uneventful episode of this podcast here. It's been going on way too long. It's the end of the week. It's Sunday morning here. I hope you guys put your clocks back ahead of time. Haha. Nobody does anymore. We got cell phones. And if you use an alarm clock, well, then you have to do it manually, but whatever. It doesn't take that long if you know how to do it. But anyways, folks, I'm going to talk about the week. Monday and Tuesday, I went to the gym. Hey, who cares? That's nothing good. And then Wednesday night, I went to this open mic brewery I went to once before. There's a whole story. Last time I went there, I didn't get on. Me and this other comedian got into an argument, and I felt like they wouldn't blah, blah, blah. So I went back to this room. It's a brewery in the suburbs, and pretty much there's kids there, and it was a bad rainy night. It was raining really bad. I was surprised my hoopty made it there to the comedian's house. Went over there, the cookie. And pretty much she drove us over there. She was the host. We had about 6 comedians. And pretty much, as far as my set goes, I cleaned it up the best I can. And I got a chuckle or two, but it was whatever. Then afterwards, the cookie, I would talk to this female comedian, Cynthia. This new guy, his name was Raphael. He's not new, but he's new to our area. He was there. Hey, you guys want to go get something to eat? So next thing you know, we're at this bar. We have the cookie we've been to before, and we had an after party. They all got Caesar salads. I got me a chicken cheesesteak because I'm a real man. And I feel like I was on the weirdest double date. Like the other 2 comedians that me and the cookie were with were just talking to each other like we weren't even there. And then it went on way too long. So finally I went to the bartender and said, hey, can I get the check so we get out of here? Got the check, and we got out of there, folks. So that was Wednesday night. That was a pretty long night. And then Thursday, I went to this open mic I also haven't been to in the suburbs where they talk over you and they're very disrespectful. And yes, these are white people. But pretty much, once again, I went with the cookie. She was not hosting, but we had the same 2 comedians from the other night were there again. So it was the same 4 of us. It was like a weird fever dream. And pretty much, I brought my wig, my glasses, and the comedy debut, folks, of Kale McStooge. Unfortunately, I don't have audio. I don't have any video. But pretty much, some people say he killed. Got some good laughs, the accent, and really helped. And then we did some karaoke afterwards. Well, I didn't do karaoke, but actually the night before I did karaoke with Reese, the cookie, about 2 songs. But that night, no particular karaoke. So that night went kind of long, too. So that was pretty much Wednesday and Thursday. And then Friday, went to the gym again for 3 times this week, which is cool. Even though I was boring. And then last night, I was hanging out with 2 comedians, and I took a pot gummy. Now, if you guys remember, when I was doing the Cookie Pot Pie podcast, I took a piece of a pot gummy, and all it did was give me dry mouth, and all it really did was make me paranoid driving home, that when I was at a stoplight, I would stay like 2 cars from the person in front of me. I was very paranoid. Well, this time, I took a full one, and I had 2 of these vodka, seltzer, Sunny D things this comedian brought. So I was really baked and I was really drunk, and pretty much we played these Jackbox games you can download from Twitch, whatever. Well, we played some of those. It was fun for a while. Of course, we did some arguing. Not sure how much of it was humor or how much of it is we were playing around, but we were all joking around with each other. And man, I puked twice, long story short. And for those who don't remember, I have not puked since I went to my second trip to Miami 2 years ago. And I drank too much alcohol, and I wasn't eating, and I was in the sun, and no sleep, and I just puked twice. Well, same thing happened. I puked over a buddy's place. I wasn't proud of it. I puked right in the sink twice, disgusting, all over myself. Man, I just felt really sick. They said pot gummies don't do that to you. Well, I don't know what happened, but that's what happened to me. And pretty much the whole night I was sitting there like with my eyes barely open. And then around, it was daylight saving time, so it was about 4 in the morning. And finally I was about 4:30 actually. And I said, I gotta go. And they're like, don't leave just yet. It's too early. And I got out of there, got home pretty much around 5 a.m. I never get home that late. What has happened to you, Joshua? What has happened to you? I don't know. So anyways, that was last night. I'll never take a pot gummy ever again. Not even a piece of one. I'm done with that shit. Fortunately, it was not recorded, but I was acting very stupid. I could barely talk. I mean, I was standing up for like 45 minutes. Every time I sat down, I felt weird. I mean, it was a very bad experience. At one point, I thought I was going to die. I was like, I think I had to go to the hospital. Then one of the comedians played a 911 call of somebody saying that they're too high, they're going to die. That happened. You just get that paranoid. But folks, that's it for pretty much the week. As far as next piece on the channel, I don't know. Trying to find another open mic or two to go to. But this is the first but yet worst comedy podcast in Philadelphia. It's your favorite podcast most people would not listen to. And now, it's time to get to the odd news. 18-year-old Texas woman arrested for showing an intimate video of herself and her ex-boyfriend to customers at a bar. So she got arrested for showing her and her boyfriend having sex, fucking pretty much. I guess they're gonna pour her a charge up in court. I don't know what that means. Man found guilty of decapitating another man and then playing soccer with his head. That motherfucker's on some Mortal Kombat shit. The origins of hockey hair checks. So hockey players, so go back to the 80s. That's cool. Woman strips naked and walks screaming down the Iowa and Southwest flight to Phoenix. I don't have a joke for it, but she sounds real. Fuck it. Hotel guest returns to room and finds it's taken over by a grumpy seal. Casey Anthony slammed her brand herself as a woman. Advocate 60 years of death for her daughter. Yeah, she did kill her. She's a hero. Thieves steal a no stealing sign. Ugh. That's irony at its best. Ghost hunted pornography in the world of Xbox and Kinect. The man who sleeps in Hitler's ex-bed. Kanye West? Kanye West asked for a diamond swastika necklace after saying he's not a Nazi. Well, listen, he just likes the material of it. You know, he just... Alright, that was the... I went to the wrong website. That was the website we usually go to later, but it doesn't matter. The U.S. is making more seizures of illegal eggs and fentanyl at the borders. You guys are trying to hatch that one for yourself. I used that joke before. I still got dry mouth from last night. Trump suggests astronauts stranded in space might learn to love each other. Elk Grove teacher placed on leave after using racist meme in middle school assignment. Oh, meme. I don't have a joke for it, but yeah, tattoo artist arrested after Italian woman's Hindu deity ink sparks backlash in India. The condemning child abusive child rapes, sex trafficking is something everyone should agree on. Oh, so one guy disagrees with this video. He's for it. Well, it's not the popular opinion, but child finds in depths of 3 Kansas City Chiefs fans whose bodies were in a friend's backyard. Jesus. These Eagle fans will do anything for a victory. House staff who attacked with Georgia Center won't be arrested. Kid picks wrong country to try to pull something. Oh, he tried to steal a gun on a plane boxer. And, let's see. Scientists aiming to bring back woolly mammoth, create woolly mice. South Carolina about to be executed by a firing squad. That's going to spark a debate. That wasn't bad. This wild, ancient version of soccer has no rules like murder still being played today. U.S. Supreme Court weakens rules on discharge of sewage into water supplies. Woman arrested for pulling a horse's tail and causing a boy to fall. So, yeah, she was horsing around, but the only thing she got was the end of the situation. Yeah. Australian whose blood saved 2.4 million babies has died. Let's see. Hotel guests return to room and find it's taken over by a grumpy seal in need of beauty rest. Well, I guess they weren't gonna club it, but they decided to. All right, that was all right. Twains disrupted at Paris. Okay. Scientists propose and astronauts would find it prevents radiation damage. Texas officials warn against measles parties. An outbreak keeps growing. Spanish postal service stopped delivering letters after 90% drop in numbers. Well, I'm just reading stories. There's no jokes here, folks. Malta's Eurovision censored. They have a title censored to the C word. That can't be done. Yeah. Pokemon Slap Cheeto sells for $80,000 at auction. It says man charged second time with attempted a sex act with a Metrolink seat. But this guy's really moving in another direction. But it says India just successfully moved the legs and buttocks of a twin and from the chest of a 17-year-old. Zandet accused of selling illegal medicine cannabis in New Zealand. The Lee County Board Chairman cited for public intoxication at a board meeting. He must have been really bored to do that. Alright folks, well the show ended a little bit early. I say that's a good thing. The average person only listens for maybe a second to 2 or 3 minutes, so that's if I'm lucky on a good day. So that's it for the show. I'll see you folks on the next one. You just listened to, and we're out of here. Go frick yourself, copy.